All right, CMD boxing reports. Ronell here reporting here, and I'm back at it for the boxing fanatics. Yeah, I have to get used to this live streaming. I'm not. Oh, I got feedback. All right, I hope everyone can hear me. I just turned off my sound and everything. So all right, yeah, man. Tony Bellew, okay, is coming out talking now. He's saying that eh, Deontay Wilder is the only one who can defeat Anthony Joshua. And it was like it was just a couple days ago, or a day ago, he was like dissing Wilder and everything. So I don't know, but you know what? Hey, if y'all can hear me, I don't know, only I have one watching. If you can hear me, say something. Just say yes if you can hear me or not. But he was saying that what I was saying was that you know Tony Bellew is from the UK, I believe, and like he's the second fighter from the UK to go up against his own countrymen. Now it was Chris Ora who said that Joseph Parker will annihilate. Um, oh, good, you can hear me, Matthew Carr. Can you hear me? Oh, of course you could. I hope. He was saying that yeah, Chisora will annihilate Dillian White, and now Tony Bellew, he coming out saying that Wilder is the only one who can beat Anthony Joshua. Of course, he was talking about him and who was he was talking about Tyson Fury. But you know what? I'm gonna read this article here. It's by boxing scene. Who is written? It doesn't say. But I'm gonna read it out. All right. Now it says in a recent interview, former cruiserweight champion Tony Bellew verbally trashed the record and accomplishments of WBC heavyweight king Deontay Wilder. All right. At the same time, Bellew admits that Wilder is the only heavyweight capable of defeating IBF, WBO, WBA, IBO heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. Now he continues by saying the comebacking of Tyson Fury, who finally returned to the ring last month after being inactive since November of 2015, has been shouting loud and clear that he will demolish both Joshua and Wilder in the ring, which is true. Yeah, he was saying that. Oh, I'm beyond loud and clear. My bad. Let me back up from the mic. All right, so then it continues by saying, Bellew, who is currently competing in the heavyweight division, has a different take. He believes Joshua and Wilder would drill Fury with very few issues. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, definitely the way he looked in his last fight, man, that was a circus, you know. And definitely, if he decides to kiss either Joshua or Wilder on the lips during the stare down, yeah, the fight will be over before it starts. Now, he, oh, all right. So Bellew takes, all right, Bellew take is not surprising, especially since the Liverpool slugger is very confident that he will personally retire Fury if they met in the ring. It's embarrassing. Deontay Wilder has 40 fights and fought the names he has. All right, yeah, that's true. It's been rumors that Deontay Wilder was fighting a lot of cruiserweights. But the only man on the planet who can beat Anthony Joshua is Wilder. No one else stands a chance, not even Tyson Fury. Styles makes fights. Does anyone think Joshua will find it hard to catch Fury clean? Does anyone think Fury has the power to hurt Joshua? It's easy to see the outcome in the fight. It's a brutal stoppage, and I believe Wilder would do the same to Fury. Bellew told the Metro, all right, this is what he told Metro. All right. I also believe a little fat cruiserweight would do the same. Fury is vulnerable right now. I don't think he's will ever see the form he once was or he once saw. That's how they got it written. Ever see the form he once saw. That's how they written it. All right. When Fury fought Steve Cunningham in New York City, he was at his absolute peak and he was left flat on his back. Cunningham couldn't finish him, but any decent fighter would have finished Fury. Right, finish Fury. Cunningham is a brilliant fighter, but he's not a puncher. So yeah, basically, I mean, I don't think that he can beat Wilder or Anthony Joshua. I mean, the only way he can beat them, and that's verbally. I mean, he's one hell of a trash talker. Um, Tyson Fury, that is. I mean, he's real good at it. I mean, he's very outspoken. I mean, he outtalks him. All right, he's a clown and embarrassment to the Brits. Which one? You talking about Tyson Fury? Wow. All right. Wow. Damn, Matthew Carr. Hey, you know what? We was talking about that. Oh, you talking about Bellew. All right. Maybe that's why he's going up against Anthony Joshua the way he is, because Anthony Joshua is a huge star over there. But back to what I was about to say, after watching boxing for so many years, you know, I remembers when Oscar De La Hoya, he used to fight basically like Anthony Joshua. He'll stand toe to toe. He'll be right there to be hit. Well, he used to box. However, he had that style all the way up until he faced Felix Tito Trinidad. And when he faced Trinidad, going into the fight, we all thought that Trinidad would knock him out like in 3 rounds or four. But De La Hoya came in with a whole different strategy. And he clearly outboxed Trinidad, man, for like, I don't know, 8, 9 rounds. Now, both Anthony Joshua and Oscar De La Hoya, they both has the same problem with their stamina. So who knows how this fight right here will go. All right. Like, who knows what Anthony Joshua will show up with Anthony Joshua, who's a puncher, who could like outmaneuver Deontay Wilder, because like right now, all we seeing is the fights that Anthony Joshua, the guys, the way he's fighting the dudes now. But when he goes up against a dangerous puncher like Deontay Wilder, will that be the same? And Tyson will beat all three of them, and Wilder, Joshua, and Bellew. Oh, and Povetkin and Parker too. You know what? That's he has a ways to go. I give Tyson Fury about 8 fights before he can get back, to facing the top elite boxers. But right now, Tony Bellew, he's talking about fighting dude now while he's at his, weak point. In fact, I seen a picture of Tyson Fury on Instagram. I don't know if it was an old one or if it's new. Means the guy had lost a lot of weight. He lost that stomach. He's no longer round anymore, you know? So like I said, I don't know if that picture was old or if it was new. Most likely it should have been new. Not unless, Tyson Fury playing some, his games, but yeah, he needs more than a few more fights. A few is three. I'll give him at least 8, before he can get back into action. But you know what else I thinks about this whole thing with between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? All right, first and foremost, the only people who wants to see this fight right away are the hardcore boxing fans. And yeah, Deontay Wilder, he has his fans, his hardcore fan base over here in the States, and Joshua have his in the pond. But number one, this fight is, like I said, is too early. All right. And I believes that they're making this a how can I say, like, something to build the fight up to gain more casuals. Okay. Because let me tell you, when Anthony Joshua, okay, when he fight, like the Joseph Parker fight, even the Klitschko fight, all right, it was broadcasted over here in the United States. Over here on the East Coast, it came on at 5 o'clock in the evening. And in the West Coast, that's what I think it came on like 2 o'clock on a Saturday. Yo, Lowland Profits, what's good, man? Thanks for joining. And make sure you guys hit that like button. So it came on um like 2 o'clock on the West Coast. That's over there in California. Now, all right, both fights only got like 400,000 views. All right. It was on a Saturday. Okay. And those 400 something thousand views were the hardcore boxing fans. They're like, hey, on a Saturday, most of the casuals, the majority of people over here in the States, man, hey, they out there doing their thing, going out to the movies, going out to the mall, doing whatever they do on a Saturday. But for the hardcore boxing fans, yo, that's later. We want to see this fight live. So we stayed back and we watched it. And proof of this, even when Lomachenko was fighting on ESPN and there was a football ceremony going on, all right, the same amount of numbers that watch both of the Anthony Joshua fights had watched the Vasil Lomachenko fight. All right. And that came on at night. All right. So it was boxing versus some football ceremony. Vasil Lomachenko only got like what, 400 something thousand views on that fight. So if they make us the fight now, all right, and they're gonna make it a pay-per-view fight, especially over here in the States, will that fight sell? Hell no, it wouldn't. It's not enough casuals, right? To join in to this right here. All right. So they're making this into a reality show, so both fans from both part of the pond is doing their job, by bickering at each other, and it's beginning to catch on. The fire is beginning to spread, but it's going to have to give it some time. All right. I'll say about 2019, 2020, maybe. Right. But the hardcore boxing fans, they ain't trying to hear that. They want to see this fight now. But it's, I mean, at the magnitude that this fight will be at, all right, it's not there now. Okay. Like, what is it? Anthony Joshua won like 100 million or so. And Deontay Wilder, he wants so much money as well. But right now the money isn't there yet because over here in the States, really, Deontay Wilder, he's not really known. Anthony Joshua, he's a little bit known, but not as much, not like he is over there in the UK. So I believe like, Eddie Hearn, and Shelly Finkel, definitely Shelly Finkel, they're doing this behind, the cards, whatnot. All right. They know that this fight has not reached the magnitude it should have had reached. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's going to happen in 2020. Because all right, the hype, like I said, the fire has to spread. I mean, it's only the casuals. I mean, the hardcore fans. And to be honest with you, it's not that many hardcores. I mean, we are outnumbered by the casuals. Like I said, I mean, if you look at the numbers, right? When Anthony Joshua fights and his fights come on at 5 o'clock over here on the East Coast in the United States and 2 o'clock on the West Coast, like California time, man, ain't nobody home watching no boxing. What they're gonna say is, man, look, they're gonna show the fight later on tonight. Hey, we can catch it tonight. Let's go out and to the movies and whatnot. Could AJ keep winning until 2020? who knows? I mean, if maybe he can. I mean, if he continues to fight in the UK, you know, and getting those special referees. I mean, we seen his last fight with Parker. The referee wouldn't let them fight. All right, he kept the fight at a distance, and a great advantage for Joshua. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll prolong his career with protecting him and everything, and making sure he continue to win. And when the hype builds up, hey, better yet, can AJ hold on to all three belts till 2020? He wanted to vacate if sent to Russia. Wow. If that happens, I don't understand if he gets sent to Russia. I mean, really, he's the biggest star between the two. So why would they fight in Russia? I mean, I understand that Manny Pacquiao was sent to Brisbane to take on Jeff Horn, who nobody really knew. And yes, Pacquiao was the bigger star, but that was a setup because hey, Bob Arum, he didn't like Manny Pacquiao's attitude when he tried to have him face um, Terrence Crawford and purse bid. Oh, so the fight is at a purse bid between him and between the two. Okay, this is getting interesting. Most likely, Anthony Joshua they'll win. But yeah, that's a good question. Will he, continue to win? I'll say he will if he continue to fight. And oh, it's not clear yet. All right. Well, I'll say he'll continue to win if he continue to fight over there in the UK. Right. Just like he won't be the first. Joe Calzaghe. I mean, he fought most of his career over there in the UK. So I wouldn't see it'll be a problem for Anthony Joshua. You know. So, but man, this is crazy. Tony Bellew just coming out, but I just got word that he's a disgrace. I don't know. I mean, he was saying something in his last fight. They called him a wigger or something like that. That's the name they called him? Man, that's sad. You know, hold on for a sec. All right. Yeah, see, I had time to do this live stream and everything because I went to work early in the morning, got there and they sending everyone home. Had a dang on blackout. Oh, great. No one has power. So there will be no driving for me until I call back at 10 o'clock. I don't think so. But you know what else I want to say about this? I was at the a barbershop. Next time I'm in the barbershop and these guys are talking boxing, I'm just gonna pull out my phone and just start recording a video because these guys, all right, I asked them do they watch YouTube, like YouTube commentary, and they said no. And by the way, they were talking, you could tell they don't. Now, these boys, they're American, but they're pro Joshua fans. All right. They like boxing, they hardcore boxing fans, but they like Anthony Joshua and they don't like Deontay Wilder's attitude. They said that he's childish. And I'm saying, well, how's that? All right. You say, I hope Rebecca beats AJ. And an AJ fan, I don't like to say it, but well, I'm annoyed by him kidding her to make him look weak. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm gonna get on that again. Like I said, I think this is all, Eddie Hearn's doing. And about the $50 million, I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna go back to what these dudes are saying about Wilder. So they were saying he's childish. And I said, well, how's that? And they said, well, Wilder, he could have been took on some of these other champions. He could have, been took on Martin. What's that darn boy? Hold on for a sec. Getting all these damn Texas and whatnot. Well, he could have, been took on the other champions, before Anthony Joshua did. So what's that guy's name? I'm looking for his name. Darn it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That Charles Martin. All right, I had his name right. I didn't want to get it wrong. They were saying, well, he could have been had taken on Charles Martin. All right. And if he wanted to be a unified champion, how in the world did Anthony Joshua get that belt or get that chance before him? Nah, that right there, well, I couldn't say. Only thing I could say that, well, he has a promoter and Wilder doesn't. And he said he could have been took on the other boy, Dominic Brazil, which they was talking about this fight like a year before Anthony Joshua took him on. Or I'd say like 8 months or so before he took him on. Yo, you right. You right. But he went and took the Parker turned. I remember when Parker turned it down. Klitschko turned it down. I remember when see, Klitschko and Parker and them, all right, they didn't take the fight with Wilder because look, it's high risk and low pay. If they're going to go into that fight and lose, all right, knowing that they outmatched, except for Klitschko, I can't really say him because he was like on his game at that time. Yeah, that's what they were saying too. They was calling him a bum because he could have fought um, this guy here, and that right there makes sense. And that's something I should have said to them. I knew that Klitschko had turned it down. He was saying something that he wasn't ready yet. Like Wilder isn't, ready for it. But yeah, it's high risk and low reward. So that's why they didn't take those fights with Wilder. And so, but anyway, they thinks that the dude is childish, and these are American dudes that's talking this. All right, hardcore boxing fans. All right, like I said, the next time I'm in the barbershop, I am going to record these guys. All right, while they're talking about boxing, I'm gonna upload it on YouTube. All right, and see what you guys thinks. I mean, they always are talking about boxing. Well, only one thing I agree with them on. I don't agree with them on the Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder thing, but I do agree with them on the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence thing. All right, I do believe that Earl Spence will lose to Terrence Crawford. So do they. All right, Wilder is too big for Parker. Klitschko wanted to fight AJ because he sparred him. Yeah, yup. Yep. That right there, I know. And it didn't work too well against him. You see, he came in a different man. Mr. Boxing today, Klitschko. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. All right, Klitschko during the post-fight pressure, fight pressure after the Jennings fight said he wants to fight Wilder, but Tyson Fury was next. Nah, before that though, it was like he didn't want Wilder before that. It was something else that came up. I remember that. Well, do we? Nah, nah. He kept putting it off likes. Yup. He also didn't he drop Wilder in camp? So he should have went ahead and took that fight. But I guess going up against, you know, like I said, Anthony Joshua, hey, that's the winning mill ticket. That's like a lottery ticket. He could have took the Deontay Wilder fight. A lot of people was calling for that fight. because a lot of people wanted to see Wilder get dropped. They was tired of his sloppiness and whatnot. Man, yeah, he sparred him. Matter of fact, I believes that's on YouTube. I know I seen it on Instagram. They have a couple of videos on Deontay Wilder with him getting knocked down or knocked out or whatever. Both him and Anthony Joshua. And I know I seen one between him and Vladimir Klitschko on one of those boxing sites on Instagram. So yeah, they did spar. But you know what? Even some of the guys here in the States, the ones who don't like Deontay Wilder, they also, believe that Wilder is dangerous for Anthony Joshua as well. You going, yeah, check it out. And man, he was green in that fight. Well, yeah, they also believes that Wilder is dangerous. I mean, they talk so much trash about him, just like Tony Bellew and everything's, windmill Wilder and sloppy Wilder, girl fighting Wilder. But when someone come up in the chat and they say, well, Wilder is the most dangerous uh heavyweight out there, they'll agree. What I mean? They're like, yeah, he is dangerous. And they do give Wilder a chance of beating Anthony Joshua. But for me, I don't know how that fight's gonna go. Because like I said, Anthony Joshua, he could come in a whole different man. He could be doing a whole lot of moving and everything. Head movement, foot movement. We all knows that all right, Wilder, his punches are getting better, all right? They're getting straighter. Okay. But his footwork is still kind of lagging. All right. Now, I believes that he will, land that right hand. But would he land it right? Or would it be landing, would be throwing it out of desperation? I do think I've seen it. I've seen it on YouTube, Mr. Boxing Today. I tell you, I lie to you not, man. It was on Instagram. Someone had a video of it on Instagram. So, all right, you do think that AJ will outbox Wilder to win, but yeah, Wilder's right hand is dangerous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what they're saying as well. But hey, this right here could be another Trinidad versus Oscar De La Hoya fight. Who knows? Okay, I mean, like I said, De La Hoya came in whole as a whole different man, but he did gas out. So I don't know if when Anthony Joshua, if he does gas out from all that moving, and plus he's a pretty big dude, with all the muscles. So maybe Wilder, he might just get a chance to land that right hand, and then he's gonna start doing that wild swinging. He says, I support AJ, but Wilder is too unpredictable and could get the win at any time. All right. There is footage on YouTube Wilder doing an interview and Klitschko's client saying that he loved the experience. I seen clips of Wilder versus Hey. Now that I heard about that. I didn't see that one. And Klitschko versus Baby Miller posted on my page. All right, I'm gonna look at it. It's on your page. All right, Mr. Boxer, I'm gonna check that out. All right. All right, cool. Now that one there, I didn't see. And by the way, everyone, please hit that like button. I know I'm all over the place. Once again, it means, hey, I just got sent home from work. Everybody in the town got sent home for work. The whole town has no electricity. I mean, I have it, but the other part of Camden County don't. Oh, okay. Miller gave it to you. Okay. AJ is not that good. Parker could beat AJ with the normal ref. And AJ is a tight fighter because too much muscle, and Wilder fights free. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if he starts to tire out because of all them big muscles and everything's, hey, that's when Wilder can land that right hand. If he can catch him. So AJ, he may surprise us. All right, for the first, I say like what, 5, 6, 7 rounds, maybe 8. All right. Thanks. Like, yeah, yeah, right. Hit that like button too, gang. And for those who's not, sub and you're watching this, please subscribe as well. All right, you lucky. I'll start working 20 minutes. Wow. Man, I really did want to be at work. Now this is going to mess with our holiday. And if we do have to go in at 10 o'clock, they want to make us work 8 hours. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Yeah, before Hay hurt his foot, he gave Wilder trouble in sparring, but didn't knock him down. He did an Ortiz on him. Okay. Well, Mr. Boxing today, I'm gonna check out his page because he said that he has the footage of it and everything. So if I read it right, that I has to see. I mean, if David Hay outworked a big dude like him, man, he a bad boy, or he used to be a bad boy. Mhm. Hate versus Wilder. How many months back did you post it? Yeah, I think he went to go check. You know what? I was supposed to be doing this live stream with my boy Boxing Block Center because you know he is a AJ fan. All right. In fact, he's Nigerian at that. And I thought it'd be cool to do a live stream with a hardcore AJ fan and with me being, well, him and I we did live streams before on his channel, but we was gonna bring it here, okay, and have him explain his part about the money and why AJ turned it down and why the fans are saying what they're saying. But let's go back with that money. Hold on, wait a minute, because it was London who had said something, and I said I was gonna get back to it. Let me see if I can find that. And it's dangerous. All right, all right. Well, I can't seem to find it. Yeah, Boxing Block Center. That's why I say yeah. Him and I, we was if later on today, if they don't call me in, I'm gonna do another live stream with him and everything. We're gonna talk about this now with the money and everything, and AJ and all them ducking him. Okay, with the $50 million. Now, excuse me, gang. The thing is, did they really have the 50 million bucks, or was it on paper to show them that they have investors? Okay, because if they really had the 50 million bucks, I sub to this channel because of Boxer Block Center. All right, well, thanks. All right, it said Eddie Hearn, Espinoza, Finkel, AJ, and Wilder all said that the 50 million was real. Well, why did he walk away from it? Yo, what's up, Q City World? Because some people, like I said, the next time I'm in the barbershop and everything's and these guys are, talking their boxing, like I said, I am going to record it. All right, and I'm gonna post it. Now, they were saying, well, if they had the money, what happened to it when the fight was over? Like, did they really have the money, or did they just show them that they have investors that can put up the 50 million? But like you said, yeah, they said it was real. So now what happened to the money? Right. Tony Bellew's ego or reached the new level. He said he can beat Ali and Tyson and him. Hay was a huge mismatch. Yeah, Tony Bellew he's now graduated to the trash talking. Um, level. All right. He's up there with Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury now. All right. He's promoting himself very well with all the trash talk. I mean, he is getting his name out there. All right. I mean, now, he's coming out saying that, hey, Wilder is the only one who can beat Joshua and not Tyson Fury. All right. He believes Tyson Fury has no chance against Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. And I agree. You know, although that picture I seen on him on Instagram, he looked great. He ain't look nothing like he did in that his last fight. Man, in fact, man, he looked like that green troll. I forget that movie, that real big body and small head. Salute to my fellow Englishman in the chat. I see you. Oh yeah. Darn it. I wish Boxing Block Center was here, man. My goodness. Yeah, I got a lot of Londoners up in here. That's what's up. Shrek. That's his name. Yeah, that's who he looked like, didn't he? He looked just like Shrek. Like a big 6'8" Shrek. But I seen a picture on him on Instagram, and I don't like I said, I don't know if it was old and it, or what, because he didn't look anything like that. Like he was stretched out. Yeah, he burnt out on AJ and Eddie. Yeah, you know what? See, the thing is, I never made like a whole bunch of videos about this, but it's just now hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing, like I said before, is just a reality show because they have to bring in more casuals. I mean, the hardcore boxing fans like ourselves, yeah, we're getting bummed out on this. I mean, we wants to see the fight, but like I said, it hasn't reached that magnitude yet. It hasn't. I don't know what a red light district is, but yeah, it hasn't reached it. I mean, like I said, you guys see what happened when AJ fights. Oh, his fights are shown over here. You only get like 400,000, 500,000 views, and those are the hardcore boxing fans. Everyone else is out there on a Saturday going to the movies, over their girlfriend, boyfriend's house, whatever. You know, going out to amusement parks, whatever they do. And ain't nobody home watching no boxing at 5 o'clock in the evening over here in the States and on the New York's side, and over there in the West Coast, that's like 2 o'clock. Ain't nobody over there watching no boxing, not on the Saturday, but the hardcores will. And like I said, if the fight do happen now, how many pay-per-views do y'all think it'll sell? Not many, right? Because the only hardcores will buy it, but the thing is, not every hardcore fan has that financial, gain to order the fight. All right. So most likely they go out to a fight party. All right. It could be like 20 or 30 heads up in there. All right. That's a lot of money lost. Okay. Those other 20 or 30 heads, they should be home ordering on their TV, but they don't have that financial gain. So they spend like $10 to go to someone else's house to watch it, or they'll go to a sports bar, or they'll stream it. All right. And they're only doing it because they don't have the financial gain. I mean, I don't like streaming fights. I like watching them live because when you stream them, you know, you get messed up quality. I used to, stream fights back in the day, but no more. And so yeah, man, it's not ready yet. Okay. If they have it now, the fight will be a complete failure. All right. They have to build this bad boy up. Hopefully Joshua and Wilder would remain undefeated, but the way it looks, okay, they end up will remaining undefeated. All right. I mean, with the help of the referees on Joshua and Deontay Wilder's side, I mean, it's like, yo, we seen what happened between him and Luis Ortiz. I mean, when Luis Ortiz was dropping them bombs on him, They said the ref gave the man Wilder what some more time and whatnot. He came out in the corner like kind of still dazed, so the ref gave him some more time. And how the ref did it with Anthony Joshua in the Parker fight. And what other fight where they gave Anthony Joshua some time? I think it was in the Takan fight. I ain't seen he was tiring out. You know? Yeah, so most likely with them being protected like they are, yeah, they will remain undefeated until 2020. And hopefully this fight had reached, the magnitude, that it should be at, where this right here could be another huge pay-per-view sell. Yeah, he says I don't believe that he's getting that 50 million from Floyd. Damn, yeah, man, that's crazy. Q City, that's real crazy. Yeah, see what you got to say. I think Parker is and his team are salty towards AJ after AJ picked White to beat Parker. Uh, nah, well, I'm not picking White to beat Parker. I mean, I understand what you're saying. He said AJ after AJ picked White to beat Parker. So most likely, he done that because hoping like whoever wins that fight will get a rematch with Anthony Joshua. And I guess he doesn't want to fight Parker again. Most likely he wouldn't mind fighting AJ. I mean Dillian White but nah, I think he should go ahead on. I want Parker to win this fight. All right. I got Parker. Hands down. Everyone who's watching, hit that like button as well. And with that $50 million with yeah, with AB, man, yeah, all right. So if it's true, I mean, he was right. He did right not to take that how much did Eddie Hearn offer him? Two something $1 million, I think. White versus AJ will be bigger. I don't write off Parker. I reckon it's a 50-50 split. Okay, so yeah, they going after that. All right, so this is a business deal. All right, so this is why he's going up against him, Parker. All right, because it'll be bigger if it was with Anthony Joshua. So it's business here. I hope they see. DCB, what is good, my man? Holy snap! I don't know, man. Hey, man, you know what? If I knew how to do this, how do you call it? Oh man, I don't know. Blocks and Box, he showed me how to do it, how to get somebody else on here and everything. If I knew how to do it, I'll put the thing in the chat and have you get on and everything. Yeah, man. I'm up in here. Doing some live streams as well. Hey, you know what? I have a video I have to work on. It's going to be a shout out, from when I first started on this YouTube, man. I really had to find the strength, to do that video. Because let me tell you, man, the flashbacks I was having, like I wasn't really into YouTube like this. All right, DCB. All right. Yeah, so it's like a appreciation video I got coming out because, like, really, like I said, I wasn't, when I watch YouTube and I used to watch it for the fights and all, I wasn't like really into the commentary. But after getting ran over by a damn forklift, at work, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, my man? Trap House, he back. I'm glad you back. But yeah, after getting ran over, by a forklift at work, and man, I almost lost my leg. Being up in the hospital on them awful painkillers and oh man. So, you know, being home alone because my girl, she used to go to work. I mean, she still had to continue to work. And believe you me, I was in no shape to be by myself. But yeah, man, anyways, I started just, I gave these YouTube commentaries a try. Just listen. And so, to be honest, DCB, I think he was called Dream Chasing Boxing at the time. You were the first one I had listened to. and I didn't know anything about subscribing or anything. I didn't even have a channel, but hey, every morning, I get up on it. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Yep, that was crazy. That forklift accident, But every time I, get up in the morning, I wake up, I take my meds. I gotta take those needles in the stomach. I mean, 2015 was a hot summer, but I wasn't feeling nothing. All right. I mean, because my blood was so thin for them, like what is it called? Blood thinners, because I wasn't moving. So I'm laying up in the bed under the sheets, freezing my behind off when it was hot outside and everything. So I'll, you know, just turn it on. I'll just listen to somebody talk. You know what I mean? And like I said, you was the first one. And you was his 50th subscriber. Wow. So man, Q City, you've been out here for a while. But yeah, that's all I used to watch. But so when I hit the when he said subscribe, so I said hit the subscribe, it came up. You have to have an account. I said, what? So all right, I created one. So really I had to count, since November or so. Like that's when I like was starting to get back into the swing of things. If no, if you was DCB's 50th the subscriber, hey, what's up there, Fat Apples? All right, thanks for joining. Yeah, man, it was crazy, y'all. That's a trip I would never want to take again. I mean, being under a forklift, whew, I mean, the dude who ran me over, I mean, I'm like 6'1" and 7/8. Actually, I'm 6'1" and 7/8 and about 160 pounds. Yeah, I'm a thin dude, but this dude, he was like, um, what? I think he was 6 foot and 250 pounds. All right. And so I had his weight and the forklift weight on my leg. Oof. So, but yeah, man, yeah, I'm gonna try to make that appreciation video. DCB, NBT boxing, um, Trap House. I was with him. He worked out with me and all. Um, Black Fight fan and everything. So I'm like, these are the guys. Like they were my first subscribers, mostly DCB and NBT. You know, hey, they used to look out for me and other small YouTubers and everything. So I'll never forget that. You know. So, oh man, I don't got way off point here. Where was I? I was talking about AB and his $50 million. So yeah, so maybe he was right not to take that money from Eddie Hearn. How much was it? $6 million. See, you have to know your business. All right, what sounds good, like you can't like really take everything that comes, like the first thing that comes your way. If you're a businessman, you have to know that, your how can I say, darn it, quality or so, your usefulness. All right. Hold on, gang. I'm just all over the place here, but you know what I'm trying to say here. All right. Adrian Broner, to him, he was worth more than that. And he ended up getting way more than that. He's getting $10 million a fight and not $2 million a fight. Right. So yeah, you have to know your worth. Okay. And yeah, y'all trap house. Yeah. Yeah, you was. He said you may fight two fighters and have a breakdown. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. No, no, no. I didn't have many subscribers, when I, I ran into Trap House. All right. So that right there, I know. Yeah, GD is worth more than Broner. I mean, who knows what type of fights he's going to get though? You have to know your value. That's the word I was looking for. I'm all over the place, gang. Yeah, you have to know your value. And Broner, he says, man, look, I'm worth more than this, right? So he ended up getting 50 million, 10 million a fight. Also, Floyd never admitted to that. So this right here, well, Floyd, I don't know, man. Talking to Floyd Mayweather, there's a lot of things he never admit to. I mean, you asked the man a question about how you become successful and get like high pay-per-view numbers. He turns around and answer, well, I think all lives matter, this, that, and the third. You can never get a straight question from Floyd Mayweather at all. So mm, at 140. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, who is he going to fight? And he going to get $10 million a fight? See, that's the only thing that's wrong with this. You know what I mean? Well, wait, there are some good fighters at 140. All right, so I really do believe he'll get beat down by the young boy, Pregis and everything. And if anything is anything, I mean, anything is everything. That'll probably be his last fight because I don't think so. He doesn't have a weight class. You talking about Adrian Broner? Maybe he'll move up to 147. Nah, man, he ain't no good at 147. We've seen that already. And talking about the 147, I'm gonna say this again about Earl Spence. Now I'm not an Earl Spence hater, but Earl Spence is, like I said before, he is the 147 Gennady Golovkin. All right, that's what he is. And I really can't see Earl Spence being successful in any other weight class. I mean, I understand he spars are the Charlos, but I really can't see him, going up there dealing with uh the other boy Hurt and all of them. I'm not a hater either. But yeah, but Hurt, he had an operation or so. By the way, what's up there, Vic? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's he going to fight? I mean, like, what Trap House? I believe I like what you're saying. Like, $10 million a fight to fight who? Right? If I was earning 2 million and I'm the only one who could beat a guy earning 25 million, I beat him for 3 million. Otherwise, I'm not sure I can beat him. All right, Vic. This whole city that's what boggles me as well. And just like Q City said, but like I said, you can't even get a straight answer from Floyd Mayweather. No way. So I believe it when I see it as well. But if it's true, hey, that's what's up. Kudos, to Adrian Broner. Adrian the problem about billions Broner and everything's, and hopefully he'll retire after that. And you know what else I heard? I also heard that they're going to try to get this fight with Amir Khan and Kell Brooks. If that's Eddie Hearn said that's if they win, their fights they have a schedule. He's going to have these guys to clash. Face each other. So most likely, I guess Amir Khan will be going up to 154. But I have Kell Brook winning that fight because let me tell you, Amir Khan, yeah, he's good in the first 5 or 6 rounds. It depends who his opponent is. If he has slow footwork like Canelo Alvarez, hey, he's good for 6 rounds. But if he's going up against someone who can cut the ring off, with excellent footwork, like Kell Brook could, and like Danny Garcia and the rest of the dudes who knocked them out, he's going to have like 4 or 5 rounds before he gets caught. by, you know, Kell Brook. Khan is ducking, bro. Yeah, well, from what I'm hearing, they're going to be fighting next. Now, if they said 25-30, then I could consider it, but not 50. Yeah, all right. So yeah, we going back with the AB John. Yeah, so it's a little out there with Adrian Broner. It is a little out there, but hey, eh, oh, hold on for a second. Oh my goodness, got a call. Hello. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That was actually good. My good. Sorry about that, gang. You know, drop my darn road, Mike. Yeah. So that was the job. You know, they got the electricity back on, and so most likely I gotta. Hey, what's up there, Vic? Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this a live stream with Boxing Block Center. Well, I'm gonna have to end this one because, like I said, I got sent home early. You know, just because they didn't have any electricity. I mean, no one had it on my job or in that town. Period. That was crazy, and that's funny. I actually heard a loud boom last night. I mean, that bad boy was loud, so it could have been a transformer that exploded. Well, anyway, gang, it was great hanging with you guys. Make sure y'all like the video. I gotta go out there and make my living. All right. So CMD Boxing Reports, Rona Higg reporting here. Rona Higg signing off here. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.